Now, what's the mass of an? I have to be here like this. Yes? Right. Very nice student and girl and daughter, as I used to say over online as well offline. And her parents are really gifted. Right? What's the mass of an electron in a hydrogen atom? And what's the mass of a proton in a hydrogen atom? If you do know the answers for these two, then you can say the ratio in between these two. Now I ask you to say the ratio in between these two, or I want from you that the mass of proton is how many times greater than the dot mass of an electron? 1000? So I asked you the same thing, right? Now, the other side is, the other side means other question for the day is, in the morning, in the early morning, if you do see the sun, it looks in color please. Orange, red. Evening at sunset, orange, red. Why? Wavelength of the orange or that red scatter high. Maximum scattering. There is one answer with C is equal to nu lambda. There is one answer with C is equal to nu lambda. You know what lambda is the? G is the frequency. C is equal to F lambda or nu lambda. As you please. You can call the frequency as F or nu. As you please. So it's there. Frequency of the orange or the so-called red will be highest or the smallest? Smallest or highest? Smallest. Wavelength of this, I give you, and every day I will give you one awareness. Then the wavelength, if frequency is the lowest, then the wavelength has to be the highest. As a whole,
It must be constant.
C is equal to C is constant. This is what? Is it now? See, if D is equal to 1, then it has to be equal to, if D is equal to 1, lambda has to be equal to, how fast you could say the answer, you know. So simple question also. Good. 3 into 10 power 8. How? Because you know this already. You know C already, my dear. You know C already. So you need not scan. You can say very simple. So it's a simple question. Okay, now go back. It is 3 into 10 power 8 and this has to be 1. Because C is a constant. Now this thing you have to apply for the dawn of, the dawn means I have to ask at times the words which I am actually using for you. Dawn and dusk, you heard about dawn and dusk. So dawn means I show my hand for, so dawn this side. Yes please.
Rise.
D-A-W-N. Dawn means bright. Bright. Dark. Yes. So, rise. Oh, you said rise. crescent. CRESCENT, crescent. These are all words related to sun and moon, all related to energy. One is cool energy, another one is hot energy. Right? Dawn and dusk. In the dawn. In my place, some shops are having these names. Dawn videos. Dawn videos. Nobody knows. I will not say like that. Somebody may be knowing the meaning of dawn. Dawn videos. The shop is having this name. Crescent movies. Two persons say crescent. Crescent related to moon. You won't be anything of this, but you may not know the words. I tell you like this. மூன்றாம் பிறை கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பிய? எதில் வரும்? மூணில் தானே வரும். மூன்றாம் பிறை. வசன் நேம் எப்படி வச்சிருக்காங்க? How he has again. Right? So these are all things. In dawn and dusk, I go back, right? In dawn and dusk, the sun rays, orange and red rays are seen at most. And as you said, the frequency of the red is smallest in the spectrum. The entire electromagnetic spectrum is this one, C is equal to nu lambda. She said that. From that to here. Can you arrange the electromagnetic spectrum? You start with the topic. Yeah. As you please. If you do say one, I can take other. See, I can give you this one. What is this? Above and below. And this is? Immediately there. At the topmost and the bottom. This is electromagnetic spectrum, For all these things, it applies. It's a basic thing, important one. Basic thing in EMT. Very good. Then Maxwell, Boltzmann, the scientists. How many scientists are there to start with for all the laws? EMT, electromagnetic theory and mass. Gas, del dot B is equal to rho, del dot B is equal to 0, curl E is equal to minus dou V by dou T, curl H is equal to J plus dou D by dou T. All the four equations are yes. Maxwell's. Each and every equation is with one scientist. Right? So this thing, all the things are within this. Right? So the other question you want to go and analyze. Yes, try to analyze this thing. This is a question set for the day. Okay? Nice. Now in our side, in our formal work, you have certain things of the class codon coefficients. Can anyone say about class codon coefficient straight away? Sir, class codon coefficient is this. Can anyone say about that? Sir, I think that class codon coefficients are these things. Can anyone say? I'll give you some time to say. If not, we will go for developing or getting out the Klebsch-Codon coefficients. So I think that Klebsch-Codon coefficients are this. Already I told you in sentences. This is a problem. Okay. This is the actual things. Anybody? Yeah. I solved it. You see. Yes. Yes, please. I think, sir, Klebsch-Codon coefficients are. Yes, please. Coefficient of unitary transformations. Of course, this is the coefficient of unitary transformation. This is not a rather complete one. The coefficients are the coefficients for the unitary transformations in between. The transformation has to be happened in between two. The two coefficients are unitary transformations in between two. I will write it immediately now on the board. I will start from there. For that only I am asking. The coefficients are for, yes, unitary transformations in between two. So I mean that the coefficients are, I need not be there. The solved thing has to be there. The coefficients are unitary transformations in between two functions. Good. So you are right. Oh. The coefficients are unitary transformations in between two functions. Here in quantum mechanics it is the functions are wave functions. So why I started on the other way to write phi. Now we go step by step. Phi j psi. What you are writing is? Yeah, what you are doing? Good. Actually, I did not write it any day, but I will write it now. Actually, this is phi j1, j2, jm. j1, j2, jm. And here this psi. It will not be there in the notes, but it is pre-assumed, preoccupied that phi j1, j2, jm on the right hand side. So right? No. And here 4. Can you see this? Nice. And here it is. That's all. And is this one? Here. No. Here. Dress well, eat well, then study. Dress well. These are all some psychology things or some logic things or something important. Dress well. Eat well. Then study. It's enough. Right. Be back side J1, J2. M1. Since J1, J2 and J1, J2 are common both the sides, we can reduce in writing it in that form. The two wave functions are actually to start with pi j1 j2 jm, psi j1 j2 m1 m2. Every time we need not go on writing J1, J2, J1, J2 both the sides. So we can take it away J1, J2 and J1, J2 on both the sides. Reducing that, we have here now the pi Jm sin 1. Now, as we said, it's a linear transformation. One is a linear transformation. So, it could be like this sin m1 m2. The linear transformation has to be equated with one coefficient, that is your plus 4 coefficient. This is right? So this is the way, this is the starting point you have to have, and we are there now. Now we started with, you want me to write all the J1, J2, M1, M2? You have all the 6 equations here? Yes, sir. All the 6 equations. I think this is the first equation with the values of J and K. General equation, I will write it here. We have this pi 3 by 2, 3 by 2 is equal to a1 sin 1. I said how to remember these things as well, right? How I did write? How I did write it in that place? If you do know all the past things, you could write. English. See, what is this? M. What is this? J. And this is what? M1 and this is M. You know that M is equal to M1 plus M, right? M1 plus M2 and you will get this one. That's all. That's all. So we have this one, right? So this is equation number 1. So by the way, you have A1 up to A10, right? A1 to A10. Now we have to know that actual transformation coefficient, how to find it out, right? Have we solved it? Have we started to solve it, or we have not started? We have the 6 equations. Have we started that one? No. Then we will start. Now do write it in your, you have the notes or have to write now? Right? Already you have it. No problem, you start writing it again. You start to write it as J minus, I have to write it on the board, then you write it. Now I introduce this one, right? By having these things, we go for the starting point again, that is J minus is 5 D by 2 D by 2 is equal to do you have the notes? You don't know. So why I am asking you is, if you don't have the notes, then I have to write it clearly, step by step. If you do have the notes step by step, from this is most important, from this point. That's what? I have to be here. Okay? Now, you have to see, after having seen in this, you send me some, you acknowledge it, sir, it's clear, it's not clear. You send me some acknowledgement. Nobody is seeing them first of all. You first see it, and you are seeing, good. After seeing that, you send, sir, it's not audible. You have to come like that, you go like that, like that. I will get my iPad soon, right? And the stand, tripod, and etc. I'm not doing it, as I said, I'm very busy. Offline and online, on and off. Here, this is on and there is off. My house is off, my day is on. Okay, now please you go fast. Now, what is this? J minus. J minus, if I will say that immediately it will stuck to our mind, J minus is one type. J is an operator. J minus is one special type of operator and it is under a title. Yes, please. No, my dear. Ladder. Right. And as you know well, so this thing which I am saying to you now is for your university questions. You can have in the university question J plus and J minus as ladder operator. They may ask you straight away. You may say that we are not at all heard about this. No, it's here. You have to go for that and you have to obtain all the statement, definitions, expansions, problems, show that and etc. Right? So, you know that the ladder operators are J plus and J plus, and this is one ladder operator. Now, what is the use of the code? What is the use of that, purpose of that? To get the eigen value of this state function. As you know well, you know A psi is equal to A psi in general, A psi is equal to X psi, E psi and anything, right? A psi is equal to E psi, right? The psi is this one, right? And E is eigen value you have, and this is delta. So how many times I told you? Again and again I am repeating it. You must be now in a thorough comprehensive stand. All the mosquitoes are there on one small comment on there. So one child is here. Plenty of mosquitoes are there on there. She is not able to sit there. So right, fan is okay. We all boys are sitting. You can be here. This place. Because unfortunately I may be seeing this way, where the crowd is, I used to say, if you are here, then I can see at your stage, then I can go past. Now I have to see this girl, I have to see this boy. See this boy and see that girl. Right? Okay. What's the purpose of this? It is an operator, it is a ladder operator, it is minus. So you have to reduce the value of m by 1. Want me to repeat it? You have to reduce the value of m by 1. How? So this is j and this is m. It has to be reduced by 1 after having that operation. After having that operation, it has to be reduced by 1. And let us see that. And now this is equal to square root of j into j plus 1. Yes, please. Minus j minus 1 now. Okay. This pi of, right, 3 by 2. What has to be written here? What has to be written here? What is that? Yeah. What has to be carried out? What operation has to be carried out? That m has to be reduced by 1. Understand? Yes, please. Yes? I have to put 1 there? 1 by 2. Ah, yes. Or to start with, I have written this 1 by 2. Now, we have to get the value of the square root. J you know, M as well you know. Now do get the value of the square root, and take the answer for this. So it is equal to can thing is equal. You want me to write it? Say for example, J is equal to 3 by 2. J is again 3 by 2 plus 1 minus M is 3 by 2. 3 by 2 minus 1. And this is equal to square root of am I right now? Am I doing it rightly? Am I right now? Am I right? Yes. This is done. So it's done. Now, you have tried it, then say it to me, sir, it's over. Then I will go for the other step. Right? So, combinedly I can write it as I rub it on the or I rub or and I go for this is equal to square root of 3 5 3 by 2 1 by 2 and this is the j minus 5 3 by 2. How you write this? 5 of 3 by 2 1 by 2 3 by 2 1 by 2 3 j minus will you write this as well? Another step is there, very important. Say, lengthy problem, but if you do know it, if you do understand it systematically, very simple. Only thing it will take time. Okay, now already we know on the other side pi of 3 by 2 or 3 by 2 is equal to a1 psi of yes, a1 psi of 1. So now we introduce it in this place. Now you introduce it in this place with a1 is equal to 1 by convention. You put now a1 is equal to 1 in the place. There is a big meaning how and why a1 is equal to 1. I will let you know. Okay? Now, by having x 1, you can have it as is equal to 1 over root 3, 1 over root 3, j minus sine, sorry, 1 over. Now, thing is not stopped with that. You go back and see your second equation. Second equation is second equation is pi of 3 by 2, 1 by 2. So is it there now? Now you have to go on expanding this. So now you have to go for this to operate this. And writing J minus is equal to J minus is equal to, you have to go for ladder operators and your R. If you do go there, you can get J minus is equal to, whether I have written it, yes please, yes please. You have to write it. Now I say you how you want to say the answer, right? J minus has to be said in terms of J1 and J2. You know about J, you know about J in terms of J1 and J2. You know J is equal to J1 plus J2 here in that case, right? Now you have to write this J in terms of J1 and J2. Since we are having J minus, you can write it as J minus equal to J1 minus plus J2 minus. Write it down. J is equal to J minus, will be having values with J1 minus, see, you are reading it in that way, J1 minus plus J2. By having this, you want to go for J minus, see, from here, so it will be split up into two, J1 minus plus J2 inside one way. J1, yes, from the equation number 2, you took it as J1 minus plus J2 minus. Now again, so J1 minus, sorry, J1 minus plus J2 minus psi only. Psi 1 only. Other step we go back and write it as is equal to 1 over 2, 3